Nintendo Switch. Where does it go from here? What's the next move? A Nintendo Switch 2? A Nintendo Switch Pro? Do they improve upon the original design? Do they update their online features? There's a lot of unknowns, there's a lot of what ifs, but one thing is certain. Nintendo Switch is getting weaker and weaker by the day, coming out in 2017, and when it came out in 2017, it was already weaker than the Xbox original one. So, these are my opinions on what needs to be done on the next Nintendo console. Nintendo Switch released in March of 2017 and had a very, in my opinion, shaky release. Only released it with, I believe, snipper clips, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and maybe one or two other small indie games. Oh, never mind. Now I remember. Yeah, I forgot about 1-2 Switch, a $50 tech demo that should have been included with the purchase of a Nintendo Switch. They wanted $50 fucking dollars for that piece of shit tech demo bullshit.
1, 2, Switch!
Milk. Ball count.
The most important tool is respect.
Gay!
So yeah, it was a shaky start, and I did not have a lot of faith, especially them coming off the heels of the failure of the Wii U. But goddammit, they did it. They combined their success of their handheld console with a home console and took the world by fucking storm. Everyone wanted a Nintendo Switch. Grandmothers, children's, dads, everybody wanted the Switch. For the life of me, I could not figure out why. This system had no backwards compatibility. This system barely had 4 games on it. No third-party support. No online ecosystem. No party chat. No friends list. No achievements. How in the fuck is it possible that this thing is so popular? The Switch came out in 2017 and didn't even have fucking Bluetooth till 3 years after its launch. But me being a gamer and me being curious, I went and picked one up. And what happened next is I had one of the best gaming experiences of my life. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild blew my breath away. And it had me hooked to this thing for a long time. I beat it front to back, DLC and all. It was a fantastic game, in my opinion, the best game to date that has released on the Switch. And then it clicked. I got it. I was at home one night playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on my TV, and I had to go put my son to bed. Now, I lay down with my son at night. I pulled my Switch out of the dock and took my game with me into the bed. And that was one of the most innovative, one of the most coolest experiences I've ever had in all my time with video games. The ability to be playing a game such as this on your television and then seamlessly pick it up out of its dock and take it wherever you want to take it, I can't even fathom, I can't even explain to you guys what that felt like. Nintendo, even though they're lacking all the other fronts, they had this formula from the beginning. A fantastic game of the generation type of game with their new innovation with the Joy-Cons and their portability. And it worked. So the first thing that Nintendo needs to do, obviously, is keep this thing portable. I think they're going to go that way anyway. I don't think there's any way that they can go back to a home console / portable. From now on, going forward, every console they make has to be a hybrid console. The second thing is increase the power of the next Nintendo Switch. Now, this thing does not have to be as powerful as a PS5, Xbox Series X, or RTX 3090, but it should be powerful enough to run third-party games, maybe 720p 30 FPS, as long as we're getting them. Could you guys imagine if the new Nintendo Switch, with all its great exclusives and everything they do and all their popularity, if they were able to get those Call of Duties, those Fallout games, all that third-party stuff, if they can get that just running decently, it would soar way higher. It's amazing the ports they've got there now. The Witcher 3, Doom Eternal, it's amazing those are running on that hardware. But if they can juice it up just enough to do something like run Resident Evil Village at 1080p 60 FPS, this thing will be fucking unstoppable. Number 3 is they absolutely 100% majorly need to fix their UI. To this day, the only background you can do is white and black on their UI. There's still no friends list. You have to use the stupid ass 20-digit friend codes. There's still no party chat, absent of an app or maybe in-game chat, but there's no dedicated party chat. I can't even send a message to a Nintendo friend from my console. In the year 2022 or 2023, whenever this thing releases, 2024, who knows? There's absolutely zero excuse not to have those basic functions that we've had since the fucking Xbox 360, PS3 days. Now, design-wise, honestly, I think design-wise, there's not much needs to be changed. I think the Switch is pretty much perfect the way it is. Especially, I think that they perfected it with the OLED model. Now, for our next Switch, what you do is you get a 7 or 8 inch screen, make it a HD screen. I don't care if it's OLED or not. Just make it 1080p HD on the screen, and that's it. That's literally the only thing I would change about the design. I was a big Nintendo fan up until the original Wii. That's where they kind of lost me. The GameCube was fantastic. That's still to this day one of my favorite consoles. They had all their first-party games. They were bangers. Mario Kart Double Dash. And you had that third-party support. You even had a third-party exclusive. Do you know how many people bought GameCube just for Resident Evil 4? I want good things for Nintendo. And this new console, I want them to return to that kind of model. Still produce all your great first-party games, but get that third-party support over here. Get the, the NFL Blitz, the NFL Streets, get the Call of Duty, get the Medal of Honors, get all those third-party games along with your first-party titles. And this thing will never die out. This thing is going to be probably the best console ever if they can achieve that. Hell, the regular Switch already, sales number wise, is. What do you think? What do you think needs to be done for the next Nintendo Switch console? Or after 5 years, are you even interested in Nintendo Switch at all? Please let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. Talk to you guys next time. Thanks.